Thank you, everyone, for joining us. My name is Peter Koo. I'm the Vice President and Chief Industry Strategist for Informatica. Joining me here today is Julia Bardmesser. Julia is the Head of Enterprise Data and Architecture and CRM Development at Voya. Julia, nice to see you again.
Great to see you, Peter.
You know, like we were talking earlier, it's been about a year and a half since you and I actually been in the same room together. So I hope everyone at Voya and as well as your friends and family are safe and healthy.
Yes, we've done okay. Yes, I'm still hoping, we've been hoping that this is over. It doesn't seem to be quite over yet, but I'm looking forward to seeing you again in person, maybe at the next conference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I guess just to begin and to help the audience know a little bit about yourself and at Voya, can you just tell us your role, where you came from, and what does the Head of Enterprise Data and Architecture and CRM Development at Voya do?
So Voya Financial is a financial services company, and we have three main businesses. It's health solution, wealth solution, and investment management. And overall for the business, the main drive for the business is to provide solutions and products that help all of our customers, be it companies or individuals, to make best financial decisions wherever they are in their life journey or in their company journey. I've started in Voya 3.5 years ago. The main driver for me coming over was a business driver. This is one of the attractions of the job that was for me to join the company, is to drive development of data analytics and digital capabilities that drive business strategy. I came from two large banks. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the data programs at that time in the large banks were focused on regulatory compliance and on regulatory drivers. And while there is enormous amount of value, of course, in complying with the regulations and building up data programs and data management, data governance roles and responsibilities across the banks, building data capabilities, enterprise architecture capabilities to drive business value has been very, very interesting, and it's been a very interesting ride at Voya that continues. Like there is something new every day that comes across my desk, and there is a lot of work to do.
Well, I know you guys are really busy there, and I know that Voya has been on a journey itself. I remember when we spoke to Voya in the previous organization, and they went through their transformation and branding, and this term digital transformation, we hear it all over the place. Mm-hmm. And when you see that digital transformation, like data governance and other focus areas, is a journey, right? Mm-hmm. Start at some point. Looking back at your experience driving digital transformation initiatives across financial services, and even there at Voya, if you could turn back the time, knowing what you know today, mm-hmm. what would you do differently and why?
That's a very good question. And I spent some time thinking about it. And I started actually, when I started thinking about this, I started more from the technology perspective. And then the majority of challenges and opportunities where I've seen, I moved that it's more cultural than technical. And I'm a technology person. I started out as a developer. So for me, technical solutions, how do you solve problems through tools or development or code or data is in my DNA, and that's my comfort zone. But what I have realized over time around digital transformation, that culture is actually the first and the main driver for enabling digital transformation. And I want to dig in a little bit into that because my definition of digital transformation is very broad. It's changing the operations of the company end to end to meet the customers where they are and to understand where the customers are so we can meet them. And it's a reduction of friction, again, end to end for all of the operations in the company. So starting with our digital experience, be it website or the web app on the phone app, or our financial reporting. It's still a reduction of friction across the entire enterprise. And if you think about where customers are, that's to know where they are, you need data. So it's a digital experience. It's beyond the CX experience. It's data enablement of that meeting the customer, internal and external, on where they are, and removing friction from the experience, internally and externally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I tell you that the financial services industry, we can all agree, everything is digital, and every part of the business from front, mid to back office is data driven, and data obviously being critical. And through the years, we've seen the investments organizations make in the way they run their business. Now, you and I know there's a lot of ongoing investments to modernize financial services, and many of the investments companies are making, whether it's analytics or core business applications like CRM solutions, even the core systems themselves, payment systems, core banking systems, are now cloud native, or what we call cloud first. Cloud obviously being where the innovation is. But as you know, there's risk with reward when it comes to investing in modernizing and continuing to invest more in cloud. From a data management and a data governance perspective, what do you see as some of the biggest data management, data governance risks as more companies continue to modernize to the cloud in this industry?
So it's I've gone through several hot topic or things that will revolutionize the industry. So I remember way back when, probably 8 years ago or so, some industry dinner, and the biggest topic of conversation was Hadoop and big data environment. And how that's going to be completely different, and and it was data executives at that dinner, and somebody said, "Yeah, we've completely mismanaged our small data, so now we can move on to big data and mismanage the data there." So, and that stuck in my mind for a really long time. And big data, Hadoop was supposed to solve a lot of the problems that we were trying to handle and solve in regular relational databases. It was supposed to make everything much easier, and you wouldn't need to do all of those pesky data governance, data management activities, because big data just miraculously will solve all of those problems and just provide you solutions out of the box. I find the conversation about public cloud being in the same, it's going to be a miracle solution, and we will not have to do the same level of data governance, data management tasks on the cloud, because cloud magically will have capabilities, will have tooling that will just give us what we need when we need it, and in exactly the way we need it. And not really. There are no miracles, unfortunately. I wish there were, but there aren't any miracles. And public cloud, as one of my friends said a couple of years back, it's just somebody else's data center. Yes, you have more tools, you have more people, you have more opportunities to leverage other people's IP. It's a lot easier, it's a lot faster. You have a lot more opportunity for agility if you set up your public cloud strategy and the footprint correctly. So there are a lot of losses in terms of the agility and being able to bring you solutions to the market and to be able to try things out much faster. It also, I think, to me, where public cloud really, what really gives to companies, its ability to fail fast.
I actually gave a present. Yeah, it's interesting you say that, because the promise of these data issues somehow just disappearing or not existing as organizations invest in cloud. You know as well as I do that doesn't happen. And I know that many organizations, as they look to modernize or replace their business applications or their analytics and invest in new modern cloud solutions, they sometimes forget about the gaps and challenges they have with regard to rationalizing, identifying, knowing what data they need to move to and from the cloud, to on-prem, from cloud to cloud. And of course, being able to ensure that you can track the lineage of that and making sure that the data is secure and that you're complying with all the regulations out there that you have to deal with.